Hey folks, Noalicious here, finally hitting you with the all swords upgrade on Citadelle de Morts. It's pretty simple. I had a pretty easy time getting all of them. Hell, I even figured out the fire one all by myself. The only kind of complicated one is the void sword, but I'll show you all how to get them done. Super easy anyways, so let's hop right into this. So first step per usual is just progressing through the map, opening Pack-a-Punch, and getting to round 10 until your first Templar zombie spawns. Go ahead and pick up the Stampede drops, and that's what we're going to use to get our first sword. So our first sword is going to be here. We're going to grab the lightning/ram sword. Make sure you grab the appropriate sword from each statue, by the way. Whatever sword I grab is the one you want to grab for the appropriate upgrade. So now we have to find 3 lightning rods for our sword. Our first lightning rod location will be located right there on that ping next to Deadshot. Forgive me, I had already picked this up in our game, but it will be right there. For our next lightning rod, we're going to need dead wire on our gun. I've heard you can also do this with a shock charge, but I have not confirmed that, so as far as I'm concerned, just use dead wire. And we're going to take our dead wire weapon all the way over here by Speed Cola, and we're going to shoot this box, and that will give us our second lightning rod. And your third and final rod is a little bit RNG based, but to get it, you want to be down in the bottom level of the map, kind of the basement area, and you just want to kill armored zombies down there until finally, as you see, I just picked it up, a lightning rod will finally drop. This can take either 1 round or it can take 3 rounds. I've had it take a while for me. I've heard some people just don't get it for a long time. So if you're struggling with this a little bit, I'm sorry, that's just kind of how it is. Now we're going to take our lightning rods up on top of the wall where the cannon is on the right side, and we're going to interact with this pot and it will put our lightning rods in it. Now this is going to start kind of a mini-esque lockdown, and all we're doing is passing time. Every once in a while, lightning will kind of strike your sword and it will make it electrified, and after it is electrified, you're going to want to take your electrified sword and melee the pot, and now that's 1 charge in, and now you have to do this 3 times. Now after you've hit it for your 3rd time, you're going to go ahead and place your sword in there, and it's going to take a couple seconds, but once it is done with its little animation, you will be able to receive your lightning sword. Now our next sword is going to be the fire sword, so make sure you take from the same knight I did as normal, and for this one we're going to need 2 Molotovs. After you've received your 2 Molotovs, we will be lighting 2 different fireplaces on fire. One of them can be located here in the back of the dining area. And our second fireplace will be located in spawn inside of the bar area, and you're going to want to light that on fire too. After you've lit those, you're going to want to run up to this dragon statue right inside the main area by Jug and interact with it and place your sword in the mount. Now there's going to be 3 goblets of fire around the map that we are going to have to interact with and kind of bring back to this statue. Let me explain. Our first goblet of fire will be located on the left side on top of the wall. Now after you interact with this and grab it, you're going to start running really fast, but you're going to start taking damage. Now to avoid dying on this step, there's going to be these purple-eyed zombies that spawn, and if you just punch them with your dragon fire, you will gain all of your health back. Now we're going to do this 3 times. And the second one will be located just to the left of spawn here. Go ahead and grab that. Now, these next 2, they're a bit further away, so make sure you're definitely punching the zombies this time to get your health back. I've seen way too many people down. And the third one will be located here, kind of next to the rampage inducer in spawn. And same drill, run it all the way back and put it in the statue. After you've put all 3 dragon fireballs, or whatever they are, in the statue, the dragon will come alive, breathe fire on the sword, and there you have it, your upgraded fire sword. Our third sword upgrade is going to be the light or lion one, so make sure you grab the sword from this statue. And what's going to happen is 4 glowing parasites are going to spawn. Now don't kill them all yet. What you're going to do is take them all the way over to the Speed Cola side of the map, and if you run down this little ramp right here, you're going to see this door, and it's going to have a lion knocker right in the middle. Now what we're doing is we're going to be killing our parasites one at a time, because after you kill one, you'll see my sword is now glowing, and we're going to take our sword and melee the door. Now we're going to do this 4 more times. Now after all 4 symbols are glowing, you're going to be able to interact with the door, and now this part's kind of a doozy, because zombies will start spawning, and this isn't really the easiest to do on your first go, but what's going to happen when you put your sword in this pedestal is 4 symbols are going to come out of the stand, and what you're going to want to do is look at the pedestal itself, and you will see the order in which to shoot these symbols. Now, it's not very easy, but the good news is that the symbols are the same in every game all the time, so after you've done this a couple times, muscle memory should be able to get this done. But even in my game now, like, it took me 2 or 3 tries because I've only done this a few times, but I'm starting to get better at it and I'm learning it and it's all starting to make sense. But after you have done this, you should be able to interact with the pedestal and receive your upgraded light sword. Our fourth and final sword will be the Raven or Void Sword, so go ahead and make sure you take this sword from the statue, and we're going to head right next door into the alchemy room. Now we are looking for a bone statue, I guess that's a good way to put it, and it can spawn on one of these shelves, like these shelves here, or this table. And in my game, as you can see, I'll run up to in just a second, I got the fish statue. It kind of looks like a rock, but that one's the fish one. And don't really worry about whatever it says on there. If you want to take note of the words on the statue itself, that might be helpful later, but I'm going to give you a guide to show you how to get it done anyways without memorizing whatever words are on that statue. So you're going to take your little statue and your sword to the spawn area in the basement of the bar, and you're going to interact with this thing on the wall, put your little statue in there, and put your sword in there. Now go ahead and interact with it, and now this is the hard part, but here's a guide on screen for you, and as you can see, each statue that you can find correlates with a specific triangle. Now, looking at it, if you notice, the fish statue that I got correlates with the upside down triangle, so I put that one in, and now this is the part where I said it doesn't really matter what the word says, because you can just trial and error it, because there's only 3 different symbols you can use. As you can see, the fish rock can only have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So you'll just try all 3 of those until it's done. After you've completed it, you're going to see a little portal on the ground spawn, and you're going to see these little orbs start coming out of where you put your sword. Now be careful, these orbs are going to start tracking you, but don't let them hit you because they do damage. So what you want to do is you want to lead these orbs sort of over the portal. And now each portal will take 3 orbs, and after it has received its 3 orbs, it's going to move, as you can see. It will move a total of 3 times, so let's do some simple math. We need 3 orbs for 3 portals, so that means 9 orbs total. So as you're filling it up, just make sure you follow wherever the portal goes, because it can only go to a few spots, always inside of this building, but just make sure you keep an eye on it so you don't lose it. I do recommend keeping 1 zombie alive for this step, as it can be kind of difficult to do this like mid-round, especially when those orbs can damage you, so just make sure you keep 1 zombie and it makes it super simple. After you've finished filling all of the portals, or whatever they are, an orb will start heading back down these stairs, back towards where your sword is, and once that little orb goes into where your sword is, you're going to want to interact with it, and it will do its little animation, and you will receive your Void Sword. This sword is personally my favorite. I think it just looks the coolest. I know the upgrade is a little bit annoying, but hopefully with this tutorial it made it simpler on you. But there you go. That's all 4 swords in Citadelle des Morts. Super easy to do. You can honestly have them all down by like round 15 if you wanted. I hope you enjoyed. Please stick around, like and subscribe for more Citadelle des Morts content and whatever future DLCs we get. I've been Noah Licious. I love you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.